savage. We finna rule this planet. We ain't gonna keep God laws, and we keeping them with Glennis. Y'all walk around with sadness. Ready for the war, we standing. We hit the street, they panic. Strip coming out, they vanish. You will never ever say to me black or Hispanic, cause my nationality.
It's people on this earth, direct enemies to the Most High God above, Christ, His Son, the Black Messiah, and the children of Israel. The Bible deals with it, and that's what we're trying to bring out to you. And guess what else the Bible does? The Bible brings solutions to the issues and the problems that are plaguing our community.
We're not rising up with knives or gangs. We're not rising up with that. We're rising up with the word of God. Read. He created us in His image, and He gave us the whole world. You ever seen the movie Scarface? Guess what? The whole world is yours, and everything in it.
You don't do that? Alright. Give me that.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So what we're reading in Deuteronomy is what Moses was saying to the Israelites.
Right.
That's, like I said, these blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. For those of you that walk up and see this sign, it's referring to the so-called African Americans, the so-called West Indian blacks, the so-called Haitians, the so-called Puerto Ricans, so-called Cubans. All of us make up the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
So when we're reading in Deuteronomy, the Bible is literally referring to us, right? Moses was talking directly to us. Give me that back in Deuteronomy 7. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 76. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself.
So we are a special people. We're more than just what we think. We just think that, oh, we're hip hop, or we're rappers, or we're drug dealers, or we're deadbeat dads, or we're just at the bottom of society. The Most High God actually calls us special. That means we're more than what we see of ourselves right now. But we haven't reached our full potential because we're still living in the midst of sin. We're still living day to day, paycheck to paycheck. That's how we're moving. We don't even come together as a people. We'll come out here and we'll try to teach our people, yet our people will argue. We'll come out here and tell our people how great they are, but they'll stay stuck in their same ways, right? That's showing that we're a cursed people. But God says that we're a special people overall. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We're a special people above all people, chosen above everybody else on the face of this planet, right? There is no one else greater than the nation of Israel.
Right.
Israel is the #1 nation on the face of this planet. And I can say that truthfully. The reason why I can say that truthfully is because the Bible just confirmed it. I don't have to speak my own words. That's what we have this Bible here to do. But there's a reason why we're at the bottom of society. There's a reason why we don't know we're the greatest people on the face of this planet. Read that in Deuteronomy 28. Read that 15, and then we're going to deal with my brother right here.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do.
Hey, what's going on, boss man? We seen you before, right? You been to the school, huh? What's going on, man? You out in the world. What happened? Every day? You mean the struggle of everyday life is what brought you back into the world, huh?
Now, being in it. You got no choice but to be in it. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to be of it, though.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? So you remember when we talk about fellowshipping? Because the last time we talked to you, we told you about fellowshipping, coming to the school, being around like-minded men, being around your brothers, right?
Correct.
That's the point. That's the point of being around your brothers, because we all come from the same background. We was all in the world trying to figure out this truth thing. It took me a year before I really said, all right, let me actually start going to the school. Let me start, changing my life. It took me a whole year, right? But the only way I was able to actually change and start becoming a better man is I had to start coming and congregating, right? Give me Hebrews 10, and we're going to read that.
Hebrews 10, verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together,
So the assembling of ourselves together. So whatever disagreements we may have had with the congregation or anything, or it might have been something that come out that cut you, right? Not a doctrine, but a script come out and cut you because it's like, dang, I got to change that about myself. Despite all of that, we don't forsake the assembling of ourselves together. We don't stop congregating. In fact, when we see ourselves struggling or we falling back into the world, that's when we got to come around each other more and more, right? So when you say that you were struggling, what type of things were you struggling with?
I'm gonna tell you like this: when you inside the world, right?
You can step up. I can barely hear you.
Okay, let me get you right. Let me get you right.
Yeah, you good, right?
Most of the struggle comes from worry. Worry. Let me add on to that. Looking for the most high outside of yourself.
You're looking for the Most High outside of yourself? You're looking for the Most High in the world?
That's what most of the world is. Most people look for the same topic, but Most High outside of yourself. So when you speak on certain scriptures, they look at it from the world.
Right. You know why they think about it from a worldly perspective?
You elaborate on that?
Because they living in the world. If you're living in the world and you're not congregating, you're not around people that's actually about this Bible, about change, you're going to continue to do the same thing, right? So like, for example, if you're a recovering alcoholic, right? If you go around all your partners and all your partners drink, what you going to end up doing? Drinking. And you might hear somebody saying, hey, bro, you got to stop drinking. You ain't going to want to hear that because you're around a whole bunch of people that still want to drink. You see what I'm saying? Go back to Hebrews 10. We're going to deal with that. Yes, sir.
What if strong-minded member yourself saying that's still being around the same people? That's not being a member of the nation. That's an independent. That's a person. Right.
Hold on real quick. I just want to get your question. What's your name, bro? Dre. So you said, what's your name? What's your question again?
Basically, like, going off what you just said, like hanging around the same people that, you're a recovering addict.
Right.
Drinking, right? You go around the same people, you drinking doing the same thing. So you basically want to fall people, but you got to be like-minded, right? You got to be strong-minded than just being around people. You got to know where you want to go at. You got to know what you want to do, and like, you got to know what you're here for anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you straight. It's one thing to think that we're strong-minded, because that's what we all think. We all think we're the strongest mentally, right? But we have to practice things. It's like, it's discipline. The only way that you can learn discipline is you have to have something that keeps you disciplined. When we come around our brothers, that forces us to be disciplined. Because I'm gonna be real. Like, some of us come out in the world and we still smoke. Like, we try to stop smoking. But if we're not around brothers that can hold us accountable, we're gonna still do the same thing. Even though you say like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to smoke. When you have that extra layer of support, you got men around you that support you, right? That'll help you get over that thing. Because if we just relying on this right here is not gonna do it for us, right? A lot of us talk about how long we spent in the world. Some of us spent 20, 30 plus years in the world. Now we're learning the truth, and it's a lot harder for us to change. Why? Because we only learned about the truth not too long ago. You see what I'm saying? Give me that, what you holding.
Proverbs 3 verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thy own understanding.
So by you not wanting to fellowship, not necessarily you, I'm just saying in general, for people that choose not to fellowship and say that, hey, I got it, I can handle it on my own, that's you trusting in your own understanding, right? Because it takes a while for you to even grasp what this Bible is talking about. This Bible is a rule book, it's a guidebook, it's something that helps you through life. And it's more than just, because everybody thinks, oh, 10 Commandments, that's the whole Bible. That ain't it. It tell you how to deal with moral problems, how to deal with your marriage, how to carry yourself as a man, how to change the way you think, but you have to be in the scriptures. You spiritual, right? So
I'm some spiritual, basically when I'm leaving,
give me spiritual and what?
People take advantage of, our kingdom with the partner with it.
Right.
Basically, take advantage of that, right? It's mine that promised to me and you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People dropping that down the date right now.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I got you.
A lot of
stuff you can't really go off of that. You gotta go off your knowledge and what you're thinking and have faith in what you're thinking about the Lord. It's true, like, you understand?
Okay, we're gonna deal with. Hold on, real quick. We're just gonna deal with 2 points that he brought out, and I'll get back to your question, right? So we're gonna deal with. You said spiritual, and then we're gonna deal with the whole duty of man, because we're gonna make it completely plain for you. Give me spiritual.
Romans 7 verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin.
The law is what's actually spiritual. Keeping the commandments is what's spiritual, right? But that carnal mind is what's keeping you wanting to do the same things, right? Because you always gonna have that battle. It's gonna be a never-ending battle. It's like, bruh, I want to stop smoking. I want to stop watching porn. I want to stop fornicating, but I can't because I want it. But I really want to do it. The law is what's spiritual. The law is what's going to guide you away from doing those things.
Right.
But like we keep bringing out, you got to be around men of understanding that can guide you and hold you accountable. Because without that level of accountability, bruh, I'm telling you, if you lean on your own understanding, you're going to be back doing the same stuff back all over again, right? Give me the whole duty of man. Because a lot of times we think about it more deep than what it really is, right? A lot of us like, well, it's spiritual. I got to think about it like this. I got to think, well, you know, if you think about your mind, the Bible makes it plain because they know our mind. Our minds will go racing. We'll think about this. We'll think about that. But the Bible makes it plain. Give me Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes 12 verse 13.
Bring it on.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
So, hey, let's get to the bottom of it, right? Let's make this thing plain. This is the conclusion of the whole matter. This is it, right? This is a wrap.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Fear God and keep his commandments. Meaning we're going to fear what's to come if we don't apply God's commandments.
Right.
If we break God's Sabbath. If we out there whoring out women, right? We fear the judgment that could happen. And keep his commandments. Just do what the Bible tells you to do. Because a lot of this is black and white. It's like, hey, do this, don't do this. And all we got to do is apply it. Read.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty. That's our whole responsibility. Life got summed up that much easier. So on top of learning who you are and the commandments, now we expect you to learn further how to teach your people. You know what I'm saying? A year or two from now, see you on this side, teaching your people. Because people going to have the same questions like what you got right now. But you got to start coming around, start fellowshipping, and we can teach you a lot more.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.